Okay, it's raining again. We're on day 2 of the preparations. So day 1 was preparing the terrace you see here behind me with the excavator and loosening the soil up to a depth of roughly 1.3 meters. So on the plant lines, one here and one down there. In the middle we'll have a pathway so we can still use the space, and also the trees have enough space to grow. What's happening now in the next step of the preparations for the agroforestry system, which we will implement here during the SYNTRAGUA course, is to bring biomass. And since we got a big load of cow manure from a neighbor, that's what I'm doing right here. So that's the first load, and as you can see here, let's take a look closer. It's super muddy, and after one tour already the tires have this big coat of mud on them. So we'll have to see how well that will work. There's more rain forecasted, but it's getting stronger right now. So I'll also have to put the camera away, and I won't be able to document this part of the work as much as before, also since I'll be doing all the heavy lifting this time. But basically I'll try and get the cow manure from a heap we have behind the house further up and dump it step by step on these lines, planting lines, till the back. Once there's enough, I'll spread it first roughly with some tools, and then I'll try and plow it in a bit. After that I'll sow some cover crops also in the midline, and we'll mulch maybe even a bit on the midline to protect from the sun, but mostly the planting lines. So let's get it done. Hello, we've got day 3 of the preparations for the SYNTRAGUA course, and today we have a stop of the rain, which is good because we need to start sowing the cover crop, and we also want to put more of the cow manure, which didn't really work last time. So if you saw this, it was raining, the soil was too wet, and I managed to bring down one load, and then I actually hardly could come back up the hill, so I had to abort this mission. And today I'll let it dry a bit further. In this time I will sow the cover crop, which is clover. I've got some red clover here. And then we'll see in the afternoon. We've got 3 big hay bales coming for mulching, and I will probably not only mulch the planting rows after putting the cow manure, and evidently we'll be growing the Syntropic System. So be there for the workshop, June the 1st to June the 4th. Nice to have you with us, and I'll go down and start with the cover crop now. So before I start with the cover crop, I'm down here at the SYNTRAGUA site already. I will show you what actually happened in the lines where we loosened the soil. This crack in the soil here, and here it continues, and here in the middle where we loosened the soil, actually the soil sunk down. So that's a good sign. So it means the soil was really decompressed, and after the rains it sacked back in, so it got a bit more compressed, but it's still a lot looser than the stuff next to it. So now when we will put the manure on top and till it in, it will really be a great base for planting. Here towards the end of the Syntropic System, you maybe see why we stopped with planting. So this is an area with lots of shade, so we decided not to put the system in this area but only here in the sunnier part. We're on a north-facing hillside anyway, so we have to take care we get enough sunlight, especially in this very densely planted system. So that's accounted for. And now finally I'll start with the cover crop. That's what the seeds look like, and I'll just, throw them about there and hope some will germinate. The soil, of course, is not perfect right now, but that's also why we're putting clover. It helps fix nitrogen and loosens the soil and of course covers it, which is the idea with a cover crop. As you may have seen, I also put some seeds on the hillside here. Because of the slope we actually have a bit of a steep part on the edge, and it's especially important to stabilize it, and having something growing there is the best way to do it naturally. So you have it covered, the rain doesn't wash anything off, and also the roots hold the soil, keeps it moist, keeps it alive, and an alive soil is also, holds together. What I will do now after the sowing is going down the lines, the plant lines, with the shovel, and I will collect stones which are there, because after putting the manure there, maybe in the afternoon, maybe next day, I will till the soil, and if I have stones there it will destroy the tiller, so I'll try and get as many of them as possible. Now I look like a real permaculturist from Australia, and also I'm super protected from the sun. Okay, ready for the second row here. And let's take a look a bit closer. Here the soil is a lot different because the excavator driver put the mostly topsoil on this side. So he took from the upside of the hill and just shifted it here. So there might be less stones, but let's take a look. Okay, we finished day 3 of the preparations for the Syntropic agroforestry system right here. Let's take a look what it looks like now. So here maybe you can see the rows I prepared and cleared of rocks right now. So it's a little bit more even, more crumbly there, and rock free. Same on the other side, here in the midline. I put all the roots I found. It's also biomass. And here the next planting line. Nice crumbly, no stones. All the stones ended up here in the drain. And you can see the soil here. It has moisture in it. So after the rains, the water comes down the hill. Also subsoil, and then comes out here, and if we have an excess water it will go down there. If it's just like this and can penetrate the soil, it stays there and helps the system we're implementing here. Got a beautiful spring day, pretty hot. Nature looks amazing in spring. So I'm looking forward to seeing you during the course, and bye bye for now.